Hey guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser and on part 3 of 4 of the video for the month of February 2026, where we will be featuring the detailed play of SP Rachel. So before we start, a great last day of Chinese New Year to any fellow players who celebrate the event. And before we start right up, do let me have a quick explanation to my Chinese viewers, if there is any. 好，各位欢迎，我是卡米，来到第3的这个视频呢，在这个2月2026年国服的期间，我们今天会玩的是 SP 雷加尔，我们尽可能的就是跟大家分享它的不同的玩法 combo。基本上我唯一可以说的就是，比起出征Zereida呢，雷加尔是更容易用的女英雄，所以等一下试玩什么呢，都应该会非常容易，也比较愉快。尤其是它的好处也比较多，所以等下拭目以待。重要的时刻我会解释，以华语来解释了，所以不用担心。Alright, let's get started. So yep, we are doing the demo play for SP Rachel. On this part, a few things I do want to say is sadly, even after being changed to the SP mode, the factions are still the same, only 2 factions. So a quick summary of the character's stats. So allow me to do a recording first. So okay, I've not done any enchantment, etc. So only max the rune emblem or casting. So okay, so we'll be looking at stats on the left, so you guys can see. HP is still fairly low. I mean, she's a mage. AD SCSC. So we can try to compare the intelligence. So previously the best she had is mage class, which is only 516. Then holy class is even lower. So back in the past she is not as dangerous as she should be. I mean, the great thing about her is able to do single target, AoE, and also dispel effect from a talent. Okay, a quick comparison. So the original character's talent, okay, magic power container or magic vessel. So aside from dealing damage, it's if you initiate to attack and deal damage afterwards, you'll dispel allies within 3 blocks around you, up to 2 debuff effects, and heal them based on her intelligence times 3. So she has been always one of the best AoE single target attacker, dispeller, and also semi-healer. So it's just her healing is fairly weak due to her low intelligence. Okay, one thing we can do notice she is having 583 intelligence as base, so we compare her with another fellow SP unit. So SP Lana is 590, so it's only like within plus minus 10 points of range difference. So she's quite similar as SP Uria, which is actually a good news. Then what about a few of the strongest mage characters in the current meta? Okay, Humbaba 603. Okay, Slider 601, so it's within a difference of 10 intelligence, so not too bad. And of course, since she's an older generation characters already released, we will be skipping out the voice pack, etc. Apparently, there is no new voice pack for her. So, oh, okay, so going through on the upgraded version of her talent. Yep. Natural magic conductor or natural magic. So the effect are as follow. So just a quick summary. Number 1, ignore skill cost limit. Number 2, increase damage deal by 30%. Number 3, at the start of the game, you will possess 1 layer of natural magical seed. Then at the start of each turn, you will obtain 1 layer of natural magical seeds, and the max you can stack or keep is up to 3 layers. Number 4, when you enter, you can consume or use natural magic seeds and place up to a maximum of 2 targets locations to spawn a 2-turn special terrain effect. They are known as plant terrain effect. One is thorns, the other is fruits. And if you had not dealt any damage this turn, you can attack again. Triggering attack again will enter a CD of 2 turns before you can trigger again. Number 5, when enemy dies, the location that they last stand on will spawn into the terrain fruits. So thorns and fruits has their own following common aura terrain effect. For thorns, enemies standing within 2 blocks, my bad, correction, thorns effect, allies standing 2 blocks within this terrain before going to battle with enemy will do a one-time fixed damage of your attack plus intelligence to the enemy. Then for fruits, allies standing within 2 blocks range before when they enter, this debuff effect will be dispelled and will recover the healer intelligence times 3. Aside from that, number 6, all above mentioned terrain effect in addition also possess the following common aura effect. Enemies standing within 2 blocks range of the terrain will not be able to trigger act again effect, and the fixed damage they receive from ally SP ratio cannot be the fixed damage that they receive cannot be immune and cause ally SP ratio CD random skill CD to be reduced by 1 turn each time they receive fixed damage. So do note that thorns and fruits has a higher terrain coverage priority. Okay, its fixed damage effect cannot be immune except for HP percentage effect. So this keeps me wonder that is it due to as long as the terrain is being played there, whether the fixed damage is from SP ratio or from your allies will not be not able to be immune other than percentage HP. So On demo play later on, we will be using characters with items that are immune to fixed damage, so we will find out more. So is it applicable, because they based on the text written here, it just said, and now I'm talking about the fixed damage. It's the common aura effect states first, enemies standing within 2 blocks of the terrain cannot trigger act again. And second is fixed damage they receive cannot be immune and will cause ally SP ratio skill CD to be reduced by 1 turn. So if this is just generic applicable to everyone, this is freaking awesome and fantastic. And of course, for rest of the skills, in-depth information about the skills and effect, do check out my previous video should you get SP ratio, which I've already posted. So right, two exclusive new skills, so we just do a quick one. Life Blessing, passive and active. So this one is a single target skills effect. Okay, a 2 blocks range magical skills with a CD of 2 turns. Okay, passive, after actively dealing damage, at the end of turn you dispel allies standing within her terrain's common aura range, which is 2 blocks, and dispel 1 debuff and heal them by 3 times her intelligence. Then active skills, attack a single enemy, deal 1.5 times damage. Before battle, if the target stands on your ally's plant terrain, common aura effect range, which is 2 blocks, you will in addition dispel 3 buff from the target enemy, and after battle cause -2 mobility to the enemy and cause them not able to guard for 2 turns. The effect cannot be dispelled. So this is a very cool and awesome 2C skills. I gotta say, a 2Cs that provide its passive effect, healing and dispelling of debuff. So combining with talent effect is a total of 3 debuff dispel. So this brings back to her original characters unit. And not to mention, because this is based on the terrain, not herself. So even if SP ratio is being silenced for some reason by the enemy, we don't have to be worried about that. Then for the single target, it's if the enemy is standing within their territory, when you commence this attack, you will dispel 3 buff from them. And not to mention, after the battle, if the enemy still survive, you will do 2 more follow-ups effect of debuff, that is -2 mobility and not able to guard. And this effect lasts for 2 turns, and the best part is this effect cannot be dispelled, so it can only be prevented. But the moment the enemy lose their means of protections, this is where the fun begins for your ally SP ratio. Okay, next we have the second exclusive skill, which is the AoE, known as Natural Craze. A skills with 5 turn CD, the range is yourself. The AoE is magical 4 blocks. Again, it has both passive and active skills. So the first one, passive, is for each ally's plant terrain on the field, increase SP ratio's range by +1, a maximum of +4. Then second effect is when the field exists 4 allies plant terrain effect, increase the AoE spam you cast by +1. Okay, active skills. So deal 0.36 times to enemy 4 blocks around you in range. Then damage enemies. Number 2, damage enemies will receive the effect the next time when they enter the current positions that they stand on will grow special terrain, taunts, and this effect cannot be dispelled. Number 3, if the enemy that you damage with this skill currently stands on your allies' plant's terrain command aura range of 2 blocks, you'll additionally deal 2 times intelligence as fixed damage to the enemy. So this is a great skill that will help provide synergy for SP Rachel. This will quickly reduce her random skill CD by at least 1. Then on top of it, she also has her rune emblem of casting. So this provides her to cause this magical charge wave or magical wave effect of 3 when she goes into battle. So originally the effect is from a 3C. So enemies will receive 5 magical wave, and this effect is when enemies enter, they will take 0.5 times fixed damage. So it's a 5 separate debuff charge. So each time enemy takes fixed damage, she had her random skills CD reduced by 1 turn. So this will automatically do a full reset on her 3C and her exclusive skill 2. So right, without further delay, let's get started. So, woohoo. Okay, so for starters, we're just gonna have SP Rachel with some support act again characters, and that's it. Okay, you guys can see at default her mobility is 2, the attack range is 2. So again, this equipment that you guys can see right now is only for testing purpose. It's not her finalized confirmed build up, although she can be more flexible with it. So in order to avoid distractions, I'll learn a bit. I'm gonna adjust off the voice. So in case you guys has been previously commenting that the voice is very loud, apparently I have not switched. I have always not been switching a voice to max. It always has been that very tiny amount of space. So right, let's try on her act again effect first. And the targetable range for her terrain is 5 blocks. So we're just gonna end. So you can choose taunts or fruits. So fruits is to provide dispel, and taunts is more on giving more damage and debuff effect against enemy. Okay, what is difference and specials about her? We can use her as a comparison with Mullin on part 1 of the video. Is that Mullin is targeting one enemy with one effect at a time, where SP Rachel, once you choose taunt, you so after you place it, you attack again, and you can see that this is what happened. Okay, when I cast the effect, I can't choose like one taunt and one fruit. So it have to be on, you can only choose one at a time or one at a turn. Okay, so don't worry, I'll rewind a little bit, but you guys can see. Oh, I'm gonna reset. The skills I brought is slightly wrong. Okay, I'll be bringing the 3C and explosive skill first. Okay, so just gonna showcase you guys first. By default, this is the 3C range, exclusive skill to AoE. So you guys can tell, the one with a magical ball and 3 cost is 3C. The one in green is AoE, which can as a reference to taunts, and the one in red like a seed, sorry, red or yellow like a seed is the single target, which is providing fruit support like effects. Okay, I am not going to use Forbidden Alchemist first. I'm just going to show you guys the original range, etc. Okay, I'm not going to give a weapon first, so you guys can see all the default about her. Okay, so this is a 3C, 5 blocks, Natural Craze, 4 blocks, and Life Blessing. This is the original range you can cast. So now I'm going to enter. Then I place 2 of the terrain. So right now I'll get to attack again. So this the weaker side is your act again do not allow you to move, or move with remaining mobility. It's very similar to SP Urea. You can only stand and attack at the positions you're currently at. Okay, so now after casting this two, I should have increased range from my talent, so from my passive, from natural craze. So if you want to gain range, you got to bring the exclusive skill and two of it, because each of them has an important passive effect ability that will assist her, but definitely natural craze, because you maximize her skill range, whereas life blessing is more of a dispelling support. So you may or may not need to bring life blessing depending on what kind of battle play you're trying to go. Okay, you guys can tell. Now I can target the range of my skill. So the range from 2 blocks become 4 because of the 2 plants I had. Okay, just like at the start, I start the game with 2 natural magical seeds, but the max I can keep is up to 3 layers. So now I do not have any seeds left. So you guys can see the first one states increase range by +2, cannot be dispelled. And number 2 is the attack again, I'm not able to trigger it. Then third is because there are tons on the field and I'm within the command aura range, it says before going to battle, deal 1 times fixed damage based on your own attack plus intelligence. So apparently my attack, as you guys can see, is fairly low. So if you want to maximize this, you got to put in a lot of effort for your enchantment roll for both attack and intelligence. But let's just forget about it. Just focus on intelligence, will be fine. Okay, so you guys can see how I act again. I'm not gonna attack first because it's basically can't do anything. So for the attack again, needs two requirements in one. That is one, you do not do damage. Second, you got to plant the seed or you got to plant the terrain on the ground. If you do not do that, you will not be able to attack again. So I'm going to show you guys. Oh, okay, apparently I'm wrong, my bad. Okay, initially they said on the previous test play it states that you can choose not to attack. So let me try again. Or let me double confirm. Okay, if I stand on the positions, um, I will not attack again. Let me try. If I move and I don't do anything. Okay, so if you don't attack again, you should not even move, which is very confusing because it states I'm not sure if this is a bug because I'm going to read out again. When you enter, you can use to you can consume and use your magical seeds to plant on two areas to make the special terrain. Then followed by if this turn you have not deal any damage, you can attack again. Yep, which is kind of weird. Okay, so apparently this become like a weakness because high chances you definitely will need to move. Okay, what if I enter and I do seeds planting? Okay, I'm not sure if this is a bug that will need fixing, but apparently this is quite funny because it just says if I do not attack, I will get to attack again. So apparently it's if I had not moved, then I will get to uh, attack again. So you guys are already seeing what happened. So okay, this is kind of a bit BS. So I'm gonna get all the enemies to move out right now. Okay, I'm going to have Okay, never mind, I'll have her cast AoE later on to give us a little bit of debuff. Okay, so it's our turn. So the first one refers to my range, the second refers to my seed. So currently I only have one seed. Okay, and this is taunts. So I'm going to try place fruits around myself this time. Okay, so did you guys see it? Because he is standing within the command aura range, before attacking me, Papa Vargas took a fixed damage. Okay, I'm gonna place here so you guys can see. And also we're gonna try placing in the poison means. Will we trigger act again? Okay, even if we fail to punish it, so it is really purely based on movement, mobility. Okay, so you guys can see the terrain give me the fixed damage before attacking with Papa Vargas. So now again I'm going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to place the fruits and you will see I'll be able to get healed. So I'm going to slow down a little bit, you guys can check. So after planting, I'll get healed straight up. It's on 3 times intelligence. Then you can see Papa Vargas took a fixed damage that cannot be immune to. And you can see my range, my 3C becomes 1, 2, 3, become 3 blocks targetable. And okay, my intelligence is only 1150 and okay, I get here again, and I'm not sure if I will survive. Hopefully I does. Okay, apparently I don't. Okay, but really not. So it is actually good right now. SP Rachel is dead. I'm gonna show you guys some. I'm not sure if this will be fixed, so-called be patched up afterwards. But at least this is the last day, last 1-2 days when I make this video of this banner. So this is like the updated info. So I'm gonna come here a little bit. Okay. Did you guys notice? SP Rachel is already dead. She's left a few. Her terrain and the debuff she had on enemy are still working. So Papa Vargas took fixed damage that cannot be immune. So as you guys can see, the taunt icon states fixed damage cannot be immune. Then what about the fruit? Does fruit effect still heals after SP Rachel left the field? So I'm gonna come here right now. So yeah, I still get healed indeed. So this is actually very cool and awesome. So SP Rachel, I'm not sure how good or bad she will fare in other players' rating system for the characters, but in my opinion, this is definitely, or she is definitely a very great character to go with. Okay, I am saying this because compared to the heroine Lin that is being released two banners before, um, yep, her intelligence is one is a confinement and one is another debuff, so it's just two. Oh, I can't remember the name right now, my bad. And okay, nonetheless, Lin's effect provides two debuff effect, and one is when an enemies with the debuff, when if their allies are not staying close to them within 3 blocks, if they stay more than 3 blocks away from the target with the confinement debuff, they will take fixed damage effect from Lin. So, but this debuff, if Lin dies, the debuff still stays on the character, but the effect will not trigger. So now I'm gonna just place here. Of course, I understand players or pro players who saw this video will say the gimmick and mechanism are totally different things. But what I'm trying to just say is, in comparison to the talent and ability, is much flexible and superior for SP Rachel. Okay, just for you guys to see and remember that Heaven Defier is having a bracer, so she should be immune to fixed damage too. And oh my god, Papa Vargas is oh, he's so strong even without items. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just show you guys. So for Lin, I will take up to 2 target. Oh, okay. She has the Brilliant Dawn's enchantment, so she's immune, but don't worry. At least one of them is there. So you guys can see, we will call this fixed damage. So you can see that Lin is causing fixed damage to the allies. Okay, by the moment she's dead, so you can see my character. So I'm gonna move again without doing anything. So the fixed damage is taking again. Okay, but this time I'm gonna kill Lin. Okay, definitely gotta speed up a little bit. So you can see the first two lines are the talent effect from Lin, but because she's already dead, the effect no longer triggers. But well, that's not the same for SP Rachel. So, okay, we're gonna go with taunts. That is, if enemies try to attack her, okay, enemies attack within the AoE range of the command aura, they will need to take fixed damage. So okay, I'm just gonna end here first. Okay, if Baba girls try to attack, so you see, Baba Vargas is taking a fixed damage. So we will now try to see what will happen if SP Rachel dies. Okay, I'm gonna place volunteer here. Okay. So this fixed damage applies to any characters as long as the enemies and the allies are within the effective range of the terrain. This fixed damage will be triggered, and at the same time Rachel's skills CD will be reduced. So I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna just spam the 3C. Okay, so my skills is in 5 turns. And I'm gonna have ice cream attack from here. Okay, my bad. Perhaps I should not use 3C because the fixed damage will just keep trigger. We will just use a 1C. Sorry about it. Yep, I keep forget about the effect that provides immunity to the next damage you receive. Oh gosh. I made this mistake for my part 1 and part 2 of the video. I deeply apologize until I just realized. So, alright, might as well just stand here. So, okay, I had a fixed enemy. So apparently the ruling goes, uh, life blessing, it's a 2-turn CD. So apparently I'm dealing, it's treated as I cast a skill, then I deal fixed damage to the enemy, and I enter again and it reduced the skill CD. Let me double check again what did I bring? Why the fixed damage is due 2 times? Oh, because I bring Twilight. So apparently, you got to bring fixed damage items for her. So this will do a lot of skill reductions. But if I don't attack now, I'll be using AoE. Okay, I'll probably cast on you. Okay, just you only. So alright, nothing much. Okay, so we can see the CD of natural craze is 5 turns. So I'm not going to attack Rachel. I will attack Florentia from here. Okay, this is, oh my bad, the allies. So you guys can see it will not work for the enemy. Your allies had to be standing within the command aura range. If not, this effect will not work. So now I'll be standing here to attack. So you can see natural craze CD from 5 turns, it now becomes 4 turns. Yep. So this is actually pretty cool. But we find out, so for single target actually is actually worth it, is because single target skills can be used to single target skills within 2 CD, like her exclusive, can cause like an infinity reset as long as you're equipped with items like Twilight and there is a terrain within 2 blocks of your range, then this thing will trigger and you have an instant reset of your skill CD every turn. Okay, now we're going to cast 3C. Okay, we will try out fruit later, so don't worry. Okay, so Ice Queen is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fixed damage, and you can see my magical space is 5 CD, so I'm just gonna like not attack, but move on to here for 5. So if I am outside of the range, I do not reset the CD. So you guys can see, you got to take note on how you plant your terrain. So always plant the terrain, at least one of the plant terrain around your positions. So let's see how many cities being reduced. Yep, there's a straight up reset. So how cool is this? So not only will we get a benefit of increased range, you also get the benefit of increased span. So like 3C is actually not the best way to cast these skills. The reason is that currently as of turn 2 we are only able to create 3 plant terrain, either fruits or thorns, but we need more. We need at least 4 to provide the max AoE span. So the best we should do is using natural craze. Yes, it will not create the fixed damage for us. Okay, it will not create a fixed damage for us, but you guys can see, so I'm just going to stand here. Enemy get hit with this skills will automatically get when they enter, they have this terrain effect. Wait, what? Why is the enemy taking... Hey, why is the skill CD being reduced? To 1? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, slightly rewind again so you guys can actually see how the skill works. Okay, guys, remember 1, 2. So my range is only 2 plus is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only 5 blocks. So after casting this, I'm gonna add again. You guys will find out very soon how the range has increased. So this is very weird. There's no mentioning of CD reductions other than when enemy took fixed damage. I don't think the enemy took any fixed damage, and yet my skill city become wanton. I really feel that there's like a bug going on. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Because the enemy currently that the position they stand on are within the terrain range, so they are taking the damage. My bad. Okay, only a little bit confusion, but not a lot. Okay, so you can see right now there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plantarin. Okay, I'm gonna let you act again. So now you guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from 5 blocks it becomes 6 blocks, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It becomes a 10 range with a span of 6 block skills. So this is pretty scary. And okay, I'll be casting a 3C. I'll see if only this skills, is it really random, or this skills alone will have a CD reduce. So okay, only natural craze will be reduced because I just entered, so it got reduced, but enemies do not take follow-up damage other than natural craze only. So I will strongly rely on the enemy to enter and take actions before this will happen. So okay, so let's say, okay, you enter. Okay, sadly she only has 2 debuff, so you guys can see. So we'll go. So okay, I'm gonna try now. Okay, I'm not gonna attack, I guess. I'll just have one of the enemies end their turn. Okay, so I need 2 turns. Let's see if how many shots she can take. Okay, that's a little She can only take 2 shots, so now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna release my 3C on the empty space. Yep, so CD reduction is kind of a lot. Okay, it say taunts, so I didn't go into battle. I'm not sure why the CD reduction is so much. Oh, actually it's not a lot, just 2, so that's gonna enter. Okay, everything is reset, so yeah, nothing much left about here. So now we'll do another test play, so we'll exclude her. Okay, now we will be skipping you, we'll be getting characters like you too. Okay, we'll be going forward. Okay, now we'll be doing the play about seeds. Okay, we're talking about her seeds. Sorry, her fruits. Okay, and now I'll be receiving some debuff effect from you. So do note that Florentia do not bring any dispeller. Okay, at the same time I'll just convert debuff. So you can see I have from the fourth one, 2, 3 up to the purplish icon. I have 3 debuff items, and when being dispelled it will be the last to be dispelled. Okay, what about Florentia? So I have 3 debuff too. Okay, take max 20% HP, then followed by the second one, defense reduction 20%, and the chaos rev. So I'm going to stand here and we will see. So when you enter and you stand within 2 blocks range, 2 will be dispelled, but will it be able to stack? This is something we can check right now. So you guys can check again. I am at this block. I'm still left with 1 debuff. And again, you guys can see, aside from 1 debuff, I get healed 2008. So 2 things we want to find out. How much heal will the heal stacks, and how many debuff can the debuff be stacked? Sorry, but can the dispelling of the debuff be stacked? Okay, apparently, nope, the answer is no. So you only get heal once. They won't stack, and the same goes for the dispel. Okay, so you only dispel 2, you won't receive more. Only if, let's say, you attack again. Okay, I'm trying to give a little more debuff right now. Hopefully she survives. Oh gosh, no, she did not survive. I definitely gotta heal her up. I can't believe they both have very similar HP. Okay, magic defense 588. Only a little bit higher. Okay, she should survive right now. Okay, the time is cool. So we have from number 3, when you enter, you take 20% fixed damage. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 debuff. Wait, I have 6 and I'm left with 4. I'm left with 4. Wait. So I have 1, 2. Oh, apparently it does dispel because I do not take fixed damage when I enter. Because I'm equipped with Twilight, then leg breaking effect. So I'm only left with 2. No, I'm left with 3. So sorry, only 2 dispel. Yeah. Um, so apparently fixed damage and the other one got removed. Damage increment. So unable to heal and damage increment. Okay, so no healing and attack reductions. Sorry, attack reductions and fixed damage is being dispelled because I do not take fixed damage when I enter. Then leg breaks happen to end because when I enter, so yep, nothing much. So yep, the effect won't stack. Okay, now I'm going to try another thing. It's if SP Rachel die from the battle, will the fixed damage from taunt still trigger? So we have not find out early on yet, which we should do it together with Lynn's case. Okay, hopefully I can kill her off. Okay, I'm not able to. Okay, I should not. I should have died now. Okay, we'll speed up now. The time of miracle. So right, SP Reacher has left the field, so we just see if fixed damage will still happen. Oh, it does. It does. You guys can obviously hear the sound even if you don't see it. You can hear the tuck. That's the sound. So I'm gonna we're gonna try it again, and you guys can see more. I'm gonna use like a shorter map. Okay, now I'm gonna show again. Add a little bit more allies. Okay, sometimes you really forget. So you guys can see again the terrain effect. You cannot act again. So what about here? So see, I'm not able to act again. I can only act again if I'm around here out of the 2 block range. And can you see, my talent is triggered and I'm not able to uh, act again. So what about this time around? So I'm gonna show this. She's just gonna end here, and I'm gonna cast on Rachel. Oh, I'm not able to. So because I will, so the gimmick is I actually teleport over first, then which I'm already at a terrain. I am not able to act again, so this becomes a disruption. Okay, I guess I got to readjust the positions, but yeah, it is actually pretty efficient, I'll say. Okay, so that's. However, there are some ways to avoid the situation. Like example, natural craze after you hit the enemy. So only certain characters will have this. So I'm gonna like show you. If I pull her over, okay. In this case, after hitting by that, when the characters enter, you form the terrain. So in this case, is by game ruling, I act again first, then the terrain is spawns while I already act again, so you cannot jam, stop or jam me. Okay, then I'm gonna like get this. So okay, hopefully you guys can see it properly. You will see the fixed damage. And the same goes for when I attack. So you guys can see this is actually pretty awesome and efficient if the enemies dare to try to get into your territory to attack and piece you guys. All this is going to be very bad. And so for combo wise, I'll say it, she definitely can have synergy with the new characters, Mullin and Zereida. So when the conditions are correct, so you see, when the conditions are met with correct, so it depends on enemy's turn in PvP. So on previous video, I actually will be doing some editing. So on the previous video, I did not do very great testing. So now I actually do some better testing. So you guys can see how we can do the teleport and synergy with the ally. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit further. Oh, sorry. Okay, the only problem is that because I do not have enough shots right now to make Zereida to rank 5, and not sure get the best benefit from the talent, the range. Okay, I'll be trying to move forward, and I see what will happen. Okay, we have. So I just want to confirm at the same time if this skills will only target max 2 characters, or you can target 2 characters from your ally and 2 characters from your enemy. Okay, I'm going to try this right now and give myself Chaos Fury. Okay, so it's, yep, you can switch 2 by 2 as you guys can see. Everyone got changed. So the closest 2 unit, because it states the closest unit 2 blocks around time of black and time of white. So after I entered, I created 1 black and 1 white locations, and thus all of them got transformed. So in this case, if it's an ally, so you guys can see how we can do the act again for the characters unit. Okay, I'm not going to use so I'm going to try if Mullin's enter, if the summon will, or the summon spawn beside, will it consider take an action at end turn, or is considered it is summoned at end turn positions? Something I'm kind of curious about. So okay, it is summoned at a end turn positions straight up, so it will not trigger because I'm going to showcase this guy. I'll teleport now. This triggers the act again of pure Zereida. So this is so pretty crazy and awesome. Then you can, well, commence the attack against the enemy if you want. Okay, do one thing to take note is that this is considered the time of black hole, and white hole are terrain too, so it can be covered up. So I'm going to showcase you guys. So you guys can see the effect is no longer there. So you got to plan um, the combo and steps well strategically when you attempt to do combo. Okay, so this will happen. When you travel again, you teleport, so then you can trigger your passive effect to attack again. So currently we have taunts, so if I attack again, she's gonna take fixed damage before the battle. I'm not sure if she can take the hit. So I can cast again. So you only trigger the swap when you have Chaos Field, so a lot of combo to go with. So I'll definitely say a lot of characters to go combo with. That is also free. Touch, Taji or Touch, yep. There's so many characters with the Act Again ability. Not only that, we have a lot of like follow-up attack comments on. So okay, this is like one of the similar theme like that Apex players has been using. I mean, if you see the box they're using Mullin, you definitely it means that Heaven Defy has been banned or vice versa. But we are talking about with Rachel, so uh, Mullin will have more synergy with her. So you guys will find out in a while, and this is the last part before we end. So yeah. Okay, maybe I will just read. So just bear with me, guys. This is just a sample example. So perhaps okay, we're gonna steal more effects from the enemy. So let's say touch, already end turn, then So let's say the enemy is so confident of themselves. And she can just hide at one place. So let's say if the enemy is so confident, we will try to okay. Well, since for sake I'll not be using too much of skill, I'll just enter in here. So okay, then so one of the things I kind of see in the Apex is this combo. So you guys can check it out right now. Okay, we'll give Zereida, Chaos View, then once I enter, I'll be using my talent of the tunneling effect. So at this happen, I will cover up touch the trap and I'll trigger the act again for him. So you guys see, touch act again, and I have the enemy swap with the positions. So okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more changes. So I'm gonna get the enemy to go even closer. So we can see like the enemy, maybe it's very confident uh, about taunting us, or whichever reason it is gonna be. So the enemy is like so careful not to set up the trap, etc. Okay, so this is where the magic begins. Oh wait, sorry, I'm supposed to cast Act again, my bad. Okay, give Chaos Field to myself. Okay. So just for example's sake, the enemy has already like enter not able to do anything. Okay. So we already triggered the whole battle play. So Papa Vargas already entered. He is not able to attack or save anyone. So touch and Riserling can come over to attack the enemy. Then I even get a heal myself. So as you guys can see, if let's say enemy enter and I manage to do this combo, even his rapier can act again at the situation just now, she can even or any characters they can only choose to take out either Rosaline or that or Taji. And you guys can see with the setup here, the enemy is not even able to act again, so we don't have too much things to fear for. And now Mullin and her clone are able to, you know, attack and act again. So now I can choose. Key conversion. So you can see, then I get to trigger, so it's so much act again trigger for the character. Okay, I can either use 3C or something, but most important is Riserling get act again afterwards. You can either choose to commence AoE attack or we can choose to cast protection buff for the allies. So we have speed up buff. Okay, okay, well, that's right. Okay, due to that ability, definitely able to ignore guard for some reason because Papa Vargas did not guard it. Then you can see the attack is still not done yet. So now what I can do is okay, Mullin's going to teleport. So the max combo is going to be more than 2 shadows, but we will try out now. So we're trying to do a lot of follow-up for the fixed damage. So he's gonna attack and you'll be taking fixed damage. So you guys can see the terrain here, so you gotta place properly. Then another fixed damage. And not only that, we managed to reduce the skill CD of SP Rachel. So the next turn, of course, Papa Vargas is coming back, but high chances that he should only be able to take out one character. So whom will he be taking out? Mullin. Okay, with all the terrain surrounding here, there's a lot of things he will not be able to do. So this is basically act again combo. So Rachel can be a support, or she can just make use of the ally to do all the spamming. So we'll just leave it at here. So this is it. So when not using her spell for battle, SP Rachel terrain is a great support, dispel and heal for her allies. The downside is every time she enters, she can only cast one type. The other downside is her plant terrain can only store up to 3 charges. So the best way is a high chance that she will really rely on Natural Craze, because Natural Craze will cause the enemy to provide the extra terrain for her when they enter. So other than that, not too bad. I would just feel she's definitely between T2 to T1, definitely still not T0. There are definitely some shortcomings, like she's pretty weak and easier to die, but other than that, she's pretty strong. How did you guys think? So let's see how other players build her up. Okay, this looks more PvE. Now, this is definitely one of the more latest meta, PvP. You can look at how much the HP and intelligence are. So these are enchantment. So to prevent her from having too much debuff. Okay, but we also see another weakness of the latest enchantment, Brilliance Dawn. Brilliance Dawn can be easily break down via SP Rachel 3C. So one way to counter another great stuff. Okay, Full Moon for higher damage. Okay, this seems like some older build, but oh well. And of course, if you want to give even more irritating debuff effect, Evil Thoughts Detector, definitely one of the favorite role, because there's high chance that the first blow you're not able to kill off the enemy with. And yeah, another kind of combinations. Aside from all the latest stuff, we did not really go through on the part that aside from going for the offensive play, Rachel can be a great support characters, now that she has attack again or her style of act again, this can really greatly reduce the CD of her skills, so she can spend more gospel on her ally unit. So this will ensure higher survivabilities to characters like Papa Vargas. Okay, so we have noticed a lot of Red Moon. So Red Moon are for more pure generic play AoE and single target, but with Scepter you will you'll definitely do lesser damage, but in the event you will be equipping her with single target offensive skills, you have an extra +1 range. Okay, something again I missed out early on, but you guys already can tell how her range goes. So you can check out her single target can reach up to 8 blocks when the full conditions are met with, and when she's equipped with Scepter, and you bring her with the new SP Forbidden Alchemist Soldiers unit. You guys can already see it on the should you get SP Rachel video. We have already the slides and pictures are there, so I will not go too much then. So yep, we've come to the end. So this is how she looks like on the phone view. So the design are actually pretty nice and great, but the costume kind of gave me like she's trying to go for Zumba. So okay, this is Kami. We've come to the end of part 3. See you guys on part 4, where we will be talking about exclusive items, SP soldiers, and more. This is Kami. See you guys. Thank you guys for your support, and goodbye. Oops. Oh, I totally off the voice. Oh, my bad. I gotta switch it on again. Okay, now I officially say goodbye to you guys.